Tonight on the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror, choo choo, all aboard the murder train. Don't worry, this ride won't cost you an arm and a leg, more like your head. Tonight's movie, Beyond the Door 3.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror! Triskaidekaphilia! Yes, where are we? We are what, episode 28? Episode 28? That means we only have 3 more episodes after tonight. My goodness, where does the time go? Seriously, it's like, you think October just started and now all of a sudden it's almost over. Anyway, so tonight, after last night's episode, Beyond the Door, I thought, well, you know what? Maybe I should review all the Beyond the Door movies. Honestly, it's strange because what they have in common is that they all weren't called Beyond the Door. I mean, Beyond the Door was called The Devil Within Her until they called it Beyond the Door. And Beyond the Door 2, case in point, was actually a movie called Shock. Yes, and if many of you may recall, I don't know, probably no one recalls, I actually reviewed that movie a couple years ago. Here's going to be a link of some sort. Anyways, so, well then, let's do the next one, which is Beyond the Door 3, which has been alternately called Amok Train. Yes, or Death Train. Anyways, I don't know how well you can see that, but anyways, I do like this better than the other side, so that's why this is being shown. But anyways, what is Beyond the Door 3 about? Well, it is about a group of students from America who are invited to witness a passion play that takes place in Yugoslavia. Yes, and this passion play is over 2,000 years old. And so this is quite the privilege. So they fly over to Yugoslavia and make their way to the village. However, it is all a ruse, a trap. You see, because one of the students is a very special student. She has a special birthmark, and she is to be pledged to be the bride of the devil. Yes, and the other students are, well, going to be sacrifices. And of course, the students really don't like that idea, so they try to escape their fate in their village, and most of them end up on a train, hopefully to go away and go to safety. However, the train soon becomes possessed by dark and evil forces, and murder and chaos ensues. So let's get to those scores, shall we? Violence and gore. I am going to give this a 4 out of 5. There are multiple limbs getting de-bodied. I mean, there's 2 people get ripped in half in this movie. It's nasty. We got multiple decapitations. One rather nasty one too. And it's like, it's a bloody movie. You got people peeling their face off. It's just bloody, gory, fun for the whole family. 4 out of 5. Moving on to shock value. There is something to say about the shockingness of some of the kills, but they also do try to do a few jump scares. However, they're not very well executed, so 2 out of 5. Moving on to plot, and I am going to give this a 3 out of 5. Look, Possessed Train movie. I say it's original. I've never seen a Possessed Train movie before. Now, of course, some of this is kind of I don't know, like, the movie does have some really valley moments. There's, like, peaks and valleys to this movie, and those valley moments are really kind of like, oh, let's get on with it. But, man, when it hits those peaks, it's really nice, and I like the original idea. Of course, you know, the fact that the sacrifice, or not the sacrifice, but the bride has to be a virgin, seems to be a problem that can be easily rectified. And maybe it's because they didn't figure it out right away. I don't know. Anyways, let's just say there's some weak parts in this movie, but overall, I think it's done well and pretty original. So 3 out of 5 plot. Moving on to acting, 3 out of 5. Look, some of the students are really cliched and their performances are all right, but I think overall, everything in this movie, the acting wise, is done pretty well, above average. So 3 out of 5. Moving on to Nudity, and I am giving this a 0.5 out of 5. So there is a reason why we know that this birthmark exists, and because it's a really brief shower scene. It's a nice shower scene. Kudos. But it's really brief. 0.5 out of 5. Moving on to enjoyment factor. I am going to give this a solid 3 out of 5. I love the gore. I love the premise. The execution is a little wonky. The thing where the Yugoslavian officials are trying to stop the train, a little bit ridiculous. Some of the things that they try, are all right, but like the whole thing, like put a bunch of trucks in front of it, and of course one of them has to be a fuel tanker. Like, come on. Of course, we know they did this in the movie so they could have a nice, awesome explosion, and plus, the truck driver, of course, gets in front at the last minute, can't escape. I don't know. Anyways, those parts kind of drag the movie a little bit, so. But overall, like I said, a fun movie with some good gore. 3 out of 5. Moving on, my overall impression is also a 3 out of 5. It's a solid movie, and I think definitely probably underappreciated, since I really haven't heard much talk about either version of this movie, Beyond the Door 3 or Amok Train or Death Train. And I think that's kind of sad, because I think it's solid enough to be in the conversation. So 3 out of 5, and that averages out to a 2.6 out of 5. Yeah, a little lacking the bonus points to kind of get it up there, but still 2.6 is still fine, really, honestly. I mean, I'm interesting to see what the average score of all the movies that I've reviewed would be. Anyways, so there you have it. Beyond the Door 3. Beyond the Door 3. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. And my goodness, this is also another short one. I guess not a lot of stuff to rant about in this movie, I guess. But that's good, because you know what? Sometimes you just want a movie that hits the right notes, and I think this movie definitely hits the right notes. So outside of some deficiencies in the plot, I still think very solid movie. But I would have to think, if I took all 3 of them, which one would be the best? And honestly, they're 3 very different movies, because Beyond the Door 1 is kind of about like some sort of like possession of the pregnancy that lead to the possession of the woman, and it was all like done for the benefit of Dmitri. And it's a weird, strange movie. Then you have Beyond the Door 2, which is Shock, which is more about sort of a haunted house type of thing, in a way, because the kid is hearing, like, I think, like, the ghost of his father, I believe, and it's just... It's strange. Also, kind of like the woman, the mother, is being driven to madness, and so it's really strange in that way. But more like a haunted house movie in a way, or psychological torment type thing. And then you get this one, which is a possessed train, trying to kill people and bring back a virgin so that she can be the bride of Satan. Very strange, very strange. Like, I mean, I guess in a way they all deal with some sort of supernatural act. So anyway, so tell me what you think about Beyond the Door 3 or any of the Beyond the Doors in the comment section below. And thank you for watching another episode of the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror. Only 3 more episodes remaining, and then I can sleep again. no one sleeps. Anyways, thank you, and remember to stay scary, internet. And also, this school's got to do a better vetting process. Like, if they're like, hey, these students, they get a free trip to Yugoslavia to watch this passion play that's been going on for 2,000 years. Maybe, I don't know, for the safety of the students, the school might do, I don't know, a little research, some background check, make sure that no other, virgin girls were or were given as brides and a bunch of people murdered in a remote village in Yugoslavia. Check the credentials of these people, weird supernatural powers, things like that. I mean, to say you're the school. Safety of your students should be a high priority, I would think. But whatever. It's fine. It's a free trip to Yugoslavia, and also they were probably going to graduate soon anyways, so you weren't going to miss those students, I guess. I don't know.